Uh-oh. Relatives of Sports Talk, episode 17. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank y'all for checking it out. We're going to get into some deep stuff today. Not too deep like it's been. We're going to try to make it more sports related. A lot of serious stuff going on. A lot of questions we got to answer. A lot of stuff going on. From the comments before. The music. It was Nick Cannon. Can you believe that? Nick Cannon? I couldn't believe it, yo. I couldn't believe it. But it was Nick Cannon. Wilding out. Mr. Mariah Carey himself. That's who it was. Nick Cannon. Spitting bars. Spitting lyrics. I like that. So welcome back. Welcome back. We got a couple comments to talk about. A couple things we were all talking about. First thing we're going to talk about is the biggest one we had was the Olympics. So we said if the NBA changed their season and everything, what would we do? Like who would play? Stuff like that. Who would play? So, and we had a lot of people talking about different things. I said, the playoff teams that didn't make it, let their stars play. And if you want some college players to play, whatever. Some other people were saying, well, anybody. We got these junior teams. We got all this stuff going on. But I think the foreign players are a little bit better now than they were back in the day. So I don't think we can be just letting anybody out there. You know what I mean? I think we still got to put some players out there that can play. So we'll see how that goes. I know y'all saw Bruce Lee will be water. What can you say? All I'm going to say is, why they only one episode now? I mean, Lance got 3 episodes. Bruce Lee only can get 1? You can't stretch it out into more than 1? I'm sure you got way more content than 1 episode. I mean, I know this Sunday is going to be the Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa one. And that chunk's going to be fire. I can't wait to see that. But is that going to be 1 episode too? I mean, come on, man. Spread them out, man. Show some love. Y'all stretched the hell out of Jordan one, and we still thought we could get more from that. So, yeah. It looks like baseball. It looks like baseball is going to try to do different things. Looks like they're going to try to come up with something. I know the players sent something back. And baseball, y'all better do it. Y'all better do it. 75% with way less games. You better do it, man. Because if you don't, especially with this documentary coming up Sunday, people are going to be like, why do we even like baseball anyway? It's because they were cheating. I mean, baseball's not in a spot to do this. They're not in a spot to do this. So, baseball, if you got anything good to try, you better get it done. All right? All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes now. Meat and potatoes. NBA's coming back. Can't wait. It's more than just I'm happy for the NBA. I'm just happy to have something new going on, something new to talk about, something new to debate, new things. Playoffs. We couldn't come up with nothing for home court. We asked over and over again, what can they get positive for home court? What can they do? We talked about hotel. We talked about this. We talked about the benefits of this. We don't want no stuff that's, you get extra timeouts and stuff like that. Anything that changes the rules of the game, don't do it. It's already going to be bad enough with asterisks and all that crap. Don't do it. You just buckle down and say, it is what it is. You want to win, go win. I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But here we go. Some more pressure. More pressure. When I was thinking about more pressure to see who can win, especially a season like this, with all the hiatus going on and everything, I feel like somebody could grab a ring. Somebody could scoop up a ring that should not, would have normally got one. I'm not saying something like, I'm not saying the Washington Wizards going to win one, and nothing like that. What I'm saying is, we all think the best teams are going to be in the finals. We think that's what it's going to be. But could a sneaky team get in there? Maybe a sneaky team with some people with a lot of pressure to do something. So when I talk about it, I say, who has more pressure to win? We always got Kawhi. for what he's been doing, for him living up to what he's been doing, for him making the decision to go to the Clippers, for him telling the Clippers, I will come there if you go get Paul George and get me a loaded squad, which they do. They got a deep loaded squad. And it's just crazy how the Clippers, all of a sudden, now they got this loaded squad. They couldn't get nothing for years. Now they got a loaded squad. And I'm not bitter. A little bit. But, so, pressure for him. Obviously, there's pressure for LeBron. Always. Anywhere LeBron goes, there's pressure. But he seems to thrive in it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Lately, he stands up to adversity. Whatever. Giannis. What you gonna do, Giannis? You're the defending MVP. Time for you to get a ring, bro. You might even get back-to-back MVPs. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know, I mean, it comes time to the point where you got to live up to those MVPs. I mean, Steve Nash won 2 MVPs. Yeah, we know about it, but don't nobody really care because he ain't never win nothing. Steph Curry won his, unanimous and all this, but he got rings. So we talk about it still. We still talk about it. When we talk about Steve Nash, we say, those should have been Kobe's rings. I'm just saying. Not trying to throw Kobe out there. I'm just saying, though. You know what I mean? And then here we go. Then we get into, hey, you're supposed to be this super mega coach. You're supposed to be this coach that's supposed to be doing all these world-changing things. Brad Stevens, you ain't won nothing. And I'm not saying you've had the best of all teams, but your teams have been consistently good. And you had Kyrie, whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, you had one of the top players right there with a whole bunch of young talent. And you underachieved dramatically. Now, did you overachieve the year before that? When they took Cleveland, you know, to the Eastern Conference Finals and all that, you know, I was on them. I was like, let's go chase the title. But they couldn't do it. They couldn't get it done almost. But hey, if there's ever a time for Brad Stevens to get to the finals, this is your shot, buddy. This is your shot. This is your time to get to the finals. If you can't get it now, if you can't get it done, I don't know when they're going to get it done. And last but not least, the Rockets, the whole organization. The whole organization. I don't think the Rockets could have ever won. But in this crazy coronavirus season, start, stop, go, this, no fans, this, all these different elements going on. Whenever you have superstars like James Harden and Russell Westbrook, you give yourself a puncher's chance. I mean, you give yourself a puncher's chance. Do I think they can win? No. But this might be the best opportunity for them. Your coach is going to get fired after this year. I mean, we already know that. He probably would have got fired if the season would have kept going on. I don't know why this coach keeps getting chances after chances after chances. I'm not going to harp on him. Because I harped on him a couple episodes ago when we were debating him about his brilliance or whatever. But whatever. He ain't won nothing anyway. So, I mean, what's going to happen then? Then you got James Harden, you got Russell Westbrook. What have they won? Nothing. They won some MVPs. You won MVPs and stuff like that, but what you gonna do? You know what I mean? What you gonna do then? That's it. That's all you've ever done. So, I don't know. I think that this is their time. Their time is now. You better get it done. Or else, whatever. I mean, how long is Harden going to be just a dude that can shoot the ball and that's it? Who am I going to compare him to? One-on-one player. Don't play no deal. Am I going to compare him to Iverson? Iverson got to a finals, though. And Iverson didn't have some of the talent that James Harden had. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, Iverson went against some powerful teams too, but I love Iverson. I love Iverson. Iverson don't flop around like Harden. I'm not comparing them in no way, form like that. What I'm saying is somebody that's out there scoring a lot for their team to be successful. And that's what I think about somebody like Allen Iverson. But Allen Iverson got to a finals. James Harden has not got to a finals. Well, sorry, he did with the Thunder, but he was not a integral. He wasn't a star player, the player. He came off the bench. When I said he wasn't a part of the team, a big part of the team, but he wasn't the team. Allen Iverson was the team with Matt Geiger and Eric Snow and Mutombo and Aaron McKee and all them boys. I said, come on, bro. I mean, he got to the finals and then stepped over Tyronn Lue and won game 1 against the Lakers. Come on. He did that. We seen Harden go like this in the playoffs. And then when we say Westbrook, we say what? Mr. Triple-Double, good job, buddy. What you doing? Nothing. So, when I talk about pressure, I think the Rockets have a ginormous amount of pressure because this might be their only chance to win because unless the next year or two they get somebody, a third wheel or another piece or something like that, yeah, that could happen. If that happens, cool. But this is the one that they can steal. Giannis, this is one you better try to grab. Small market. This is another year in a small market. You better try to grab it. Brad Stevens, the East might not be weak like this for long for you to be able to get to that spot. LeBron, it really don't matter if you win or not, LeBron. Just being honest. If you win, they're going to say, oh, you won because the season was fucked up. If you lose, they're going to say, you lost again, LeBron. So you really ain't got no win or lose. Nothing you can do, LeBron's going to matter. The haters are going to hate you. The people that love you are going to love you. But I'm going to be for real with it. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't win, the year Kobe Bryant died, and you out here mocking him with his dunks and all that stuff, you better win. And Kawhi, you all smug. I know you over there talking trash, doing all this. If you don't win, then what? They're going to say, oh, that was fluky when he did in Toronto. It was fluky. Then we're going to talk about, only because Klay Thompson and Durant got hurt. That's the only reason he won. Right now, he's on top of the world. Like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on with that. All right, we'll come back to the NBA. I'm sure we'll have time for the NBA. We're going to get into the NFL. Big news for the NFL. Roger Goodell responds to the players after the protest. What, if anything, can the NFL do now? Should the NFL do anything else? What can Roger Goodell do anything? I don't want to hear anything else. You know what I mean? Roger Goodell can say all he wants to, and then the president can say anything he wants to, mocking him. They can go back and forth from back and forth. Why don't you fix the coronavirus? Stop worrying about the NFL. Why don't you fix all these problems in the world? Stop worrying about the NFL. Stop worrying about stuff like that. Do the politics stuff, please. God, this shit drives me crazy. Anyway. Roger Goodell, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. His job's about to be over. They're about to get a new commissioner. You want to give some long-lasting legacy? Your ass needs to kneel. You want to do something to prove yourself? Kneel. Kneel on the sidelines with the players. I'm not saying you got to do it every game. Game 1, your ass kneel with the rest of them. That'll show me something. That'll show the world something right there. That will show somebody everywhere something. That'll make the biggest impact more than anything you can say. I don't want to hear this crap about, let's give Colin Kaepernick a job now. Colin Kaepernick needs to be in the NFL. He needs to be in the NFL. He should have been in the NFL a long time ago. What's that mean? Ray Rice should have went back to the NFL. T.O. should have never got kicked out of the NFL the way he did. What does that mean, though? So what? You can't right the wrong all these years later. What does that mean? You know what I mean? That's not going to change anything if Roger Goodell lets Colin Kaepernick get a job, because eventually it's the owner's decision anyway. It's not Roger Goodell. He probably wanted him in the league a long time ago to save face. I don't care about that. We'll get back to Colin Kaepernick in a minute. But Roger Goodell, talk is cheap. You want to show me anything? Solidarity, things making change in place? Yeah, put some policies in place. Put some things in place. Yeah, I definitely want to see all that too. But game 1, national TV on Thursday Night Football with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. I think that's what it is. Kansas City and Tennessee. I don't know. Whatever it is. your ass in the national anthem, take a knee with the players. And then I'll be like, because that's going to make a profound impact more than anything else that he could do right now. All right. And Colin Kaepernick, sure. You know they're going to try to do anything they can to get him in the league. You know they are. Everybody, they're going to try to put him anywhere. I don't care if it's on the worst team of football. They're going to try to put him somewhere. So, if he has to go somewhere, what's a good fit? What's a good fit? Obvious answer. The obvious answer is Seattle. Seattle tried to get him before. Pete Carroll is one of those coaches that does all the things that people like. I mean, he's a player's coach. This is what I was saying about Antonio Brown and all that anyway. You know, he's one of those guys that likes that. He don't care. And of course, that's a perfect fit for them. You know? I think Seattle would be the obvious choice. What's some other ones? Denver? Why not Denver? Flacco's gone. You got a brand new quarterback. Was it Drew Lock? Let Kaepernick go behind him. I think that's a good choice back there. I think that's a great choice back there. What about San Diego? I mean, you got Tyrod Taylor, but hey, let him compete for that second spot with that rookie. Let all three of them compete for the starting job. Jacksonville. Why not? Jacksonville's a spot. Let him go down there and compete. And then my last one is going to be part of the reason what my next topic is. Carolina. Send him to Carolina. Go ahead and back up Teddy Bridgewater. Because I tell you what, Teddy Bridgewater is one of the 4 names that's on my most to prove it this year. And the reason why he's on my most to prove it this year, because he better prove it. You got all this money. You came back from a horrific injury and I liked you. You were a Viking. You did this. You won a few games with the Saints and then the Saints were a good team, dude. I'm not saying you didn't do anything, but prove it to me for a whole year. Prove to me that you're just not a backup now after that injury. And then prove it with somebody like Colin Kaepernick as your backup with all the media hype and all the circus that's going to be going around. I know it probably won't happen with a brand new coach. Matt Rule can't handle that. I understand. But I think it'd be great to see. So those are my picks. I'm saying Seattle, Denver, the Chargers, Carolina. And then my sleeper ghost pick, the Patriots. How crazy would that be like Tom Brady? Who's going to be part of my next prove it moment? See you, Tom Brady. We got Colin Kaepernick. And if Colin Kaepernick can still live up to being Colin Kaepernick. I don't know if Colin Kaepernick can be Kaepernick anymore. The past few years that he was in the league, I don't know if he was Cap all the way or not. Now, granted, some other things were going on. You know, he had lost all that weight, different things. So, who knows? We'll see. So, we'll see how that goes. But going to the next point. The prove-its. We already talked about Teddy Bridgewater, what he's got to do to prove up what he's got. Prove your money. Prove your worth, baby. Tom Brady. Prove that you are the GOAT without Belichick. Prove that you can go to Tampa Bay, who's always been, Tampa Bay Bucks. You know, prove that you can go down there and make a difference. Prove it. Derrick Henry. We all think you should have got paid. We all think you should have got paid. But you know how the running backs are. You know how the running back market goes. Prove that you deserve it right now. Prove it. And then Dak Prescott. If you play, which you might not, if you do play, prove that you're worth that. Prove it. Hey. The biggest ones I think is Dak and Henry. Henry because of the running back situation. Dak because I don't believe that Dak should be in the top 5 highest paid quarterback. You know what I mean? So But Derrick Henry, I mean, and he came out of nowhere. Is Derrick Henry like that? Because when we talk about running backs, we talk about people like, who's the next one? Dalvin Cook's out here holding out. Dalvin Cook's holding out. Is that smart or dumb? Is it dumb or what's going on? Dalvin Cook's a beast. I wanted us to take Dalvin Cook. We were one pick behind, and then we took Darius Geis, which broke up Darius Geis is all right if he's not broke up. But is that smart for Dalvin Cook? I think the Vikings can come up with something. I don't think the one thing I do like about Dalvin Cook, what he's saying is, he said he's not coming to camp without a reasonable extension. He's not saying he wants to be the highest paid like Ezekiel Elliott was doing and like Ty Gurley was doing and all that stuff. He said without a reasonable extension. And so I think that he's like, yo, I know how the market is. I'm not going to get sucked up like Melvin Ingram did, hold out and sit out there. I'm not going to be like Le'Veon Bell, who got out there, got stuck out there. I think he's being smart. He's got good people in his mind and around him that are saying, yo, don't try to get this big, gigantic deal that if you do get it, they're going to cut you after 1 or 2 years. Look at Ty Gurley. Go and get you a nice deal that's going to spread you out for like 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? I think that that's what he's thinking about, and I think that's smart. And I think that's what Derrick Henry should look in the mirror and say the same thing. Like, look, I don't need to be the highest paid running back. I can be the third, fourth highest paid running back, but I'll be the number one if I get my whole contract that's going to last me 5 years, as opposed to I'm the highest paid running back, but I'm only going to last 2 years, so it really didn't amount to all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think Dalvin Cook will be smart with that. We'll see how it goes. You never know what's in somebody's mind, though. So we'll see. All right. Last but not least, every episode going forward, I'm going to do a division for the AFC and the NFC. Well, I guess it's only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only going to be 4 episodes. But then we'll go into the playoffs and all that, my predictions. So this episode, we're going to do NFC North and AFC North predictions. So we're going to start with the AFC North. My AFC North predictions. My 4th place team. I think everybody's going to agree with this. Everybody might not agree with it. I'm going to say the Bengals will be in 4th place. I think their team is going to be much better than people think. I think they might be in last place, but I think they're going to battle in almost every game they play. Joe Mixon, I think, is a stud. I think he's going to be a fantasy sleeper. And you mark my words, I think Joe Mixon's going to be the dude. AJ Green's back. Joe Burrow's got something. He's coming in here with a chip. He's coming in. We'll see if he is what he is. We'll see. I think they have a good team. The defense is good. I think they're all right. They got a new regime. They finally got rid of their coach. You know, finally all this playoff mediocrity and all this stuff going on. We'll see. I think they'll still be in 4th place, but I think they'll be a way better team. Cleveland Browns, I think, will be in 3rd place. A lot of people might argue with me about that instead of 2nd place or 4th place. But I think the Browns have too much talent on your team. I mean, and you just got Hooper. I mean, I feel like you just got too much talent on your team to be bad. And I'm saying 3rd place, they could win the division, really. That's how good the talent they have on their team is, if they all live up to expectations. If they all live up to what it says on paper, they could go to the Super Bowl. But I just don't believe in the Cleveland Browns. It's just something about the Cleveland Browns. I'm saying 3rd place. And it's crazy because I think they got more talent and everything other than my 2nd place team. I think it's going to be the Steelers. But the Steelers just got the Steeler culture. Mike Tomlin, Ben Roethlisberger. It's just something about them. They know how to win. Their organization knows how to win. They know how to put people in the right spots. They know how to cut ties with people at the right time. It's kind of like a generic version of the Patriots. You know what I mean? Family Dollar version of the Patriots. You know, that's what they are. They cut players at different times and get these people, and I just think with Big Ben coming back, then we'll see. I mean, talent-wise, if you go pit for pit, I say, especially like fantasy players, Cleveland's got way more than Pittsburgh. But organizational status and the way everything's put together, I'm going to go with the Steelers being number 2. We'll see what y'all say about that. And then my number 1 team, we'll see. We'll see. They could go from worst to first. I mean, they can go from first to worst. The Ravens. Was Lamar Jackson a one-hit wonder? Was Hollywood Brown out there doing the? I mean, they got Mark Ingram, big trust. You know what I mean? Are they? I still got them number one. I got them to win in the division. But I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised one bit if the Browns, Steelers, or Ravens win that division. Honestly, I think it's wide open, and the Bengals I don't think they can win the division, but I think they can battle for. I think they could hurt another team's chances to win the division. I'll tell you that. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see it all play out. I think that division will be a bloodbath. I think it's gonna be a tough division. Every game is gonna be tough, and it's gonna be exciting to watch. So, what's y'all thoughts about the AFC North? AFC North. Who y'all think? What order y'all got teams? Let me know, and we'll talk about it on the next one. All right, the NFC North. My number 14. And the more I think about it, I don't know. I might be switching third and fourth. I'm going back and forth on this. I'm going to have to still stick with the Lions. Lions being number 4. I just don't see enough playmakers on defense for them. I know they got some offensive player. I know I like Stafford. I've always liked Stafford. I just feel like he has never been able to be put in a situation to win. And I feel bad for the dude. Not too bad because he's a millionaire, but as far as a competitive player, and if he has a competitive spirit, I feel bad for that. So, but my third place team, the Bears. The Bears. And I went back and forth with the Lions and Bears. I could see somebody putting the Lions above the Bears. I can see that. The only reason I put the Bears in front of the Lions is because of Khalil Mack and that powerful defense. I just feel like that defense can carry them to a game or two above the Lions. That's really my only thing about it, because I'll take Stafford over Nick Foles and Trubisky any day. I'll take, wide receivers over there. I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's my second place team is the Packers. Packers, if they can get along. As long as Aaron Rodgers is still the quarterback, I'm going to go number 2. If you start seeing Love out there at quarterback, what? I might drop them a little lower, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so I'm going to go with the Pack. And I know some people might not agree with that. I'm going to go with the Packers. I just think every time you have Aaron Rodgers, you have a chance. I know it hasn't been super Aaron Rodgers lately, but I still think Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. I think their running game is good. I think their defense has stepped up. I think that's what it is. And then my number 1 team in the NFC North, and that is that they have Dalvin Cook. Okay, let me rephrase that. The Minnesota Vikings with Dalvin Cook win the division. With Kirk Cousins, win the division. Even though they lost Stephon Diggs, I still have them win the division. I think that as a complete team, they are the best team. Could be wrong, but I could be right. I just think I like Stephon Diggs, but I think there was some element of Stephon Diggs in that locker room that was kind of a divide. And I think they kind of figured that, and they've addressed that, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So there's my predictions. AFC North, NFC North. Let me know what you think about those. Let me see what y'all's 4 orders are. Let me know. Tell me what y'all think. Colin Kaepernick, if he has a team. If he's going to get in the league. What teams fit him? Who's under the most pressure? Bridgewater, Henry, Dak, or Brady? And more pressure in the NBA to win this chip. Kawhi, LeBron, Giannis, Brad Stevens, or the Rockets? Let me know. Give me your feedback. I need to know. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Relatives on Sports Talk. All right. See y'all next time.